In this tutorial, we're going to be working on making a little keyring. Now, keyring is going to have your initials on it, and we're going to cut that out using the laser cutter. One of the things we're going to be practicing is 1, making things in SolidWorks, 2, turning them into a DXF, that's a file type that the laser cutter can talk to, and then using the DXF file to import into the program that we use for using the laser cutter, which is called 2D Design. Okay, so let's start off by making our little keyring. So I'm going to start with a part and say OK. In terms of the measurements, I'm going to go to Sketch, Sketch. I'm going to do this in the top plane. I'm going to grab a normal corner rectangle, or we'll start drawing from the left-hand side there. Okay, so it's right on the origin there. Okay, I'm just going to maneuver this around a bit so it's in the middle. And now I need to put some smart dimensions, because obviously straight away down here it's saying underdefined. While I'm here as well, I'm just going to check in the bottom right to make sure that this says MMGS. Okay, if it's on IPS, then just click that and change it to MMGS. What it will do, it'll kick you out of the sketch. So what you'll need to do is just go top left, sketch, click on the top line, and then you're back in business. Okay, so from here I need the top line. So I'm going to grab smart dimensions. The top line is going to be 40, and this line here is going to be 20. Okay, and I've not put the measurements in there because I've changed that and I've double checked that. Okay, in the corner, so I know they're definitely in millimeters. Okay, now for the keyring, I want a hole in here. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a circle tool and draw the circle. Now when I draw a circle, I have to put 3 dimensions on there. So the first dimension, let's go top left, smart dimension, is going to be just the circle itself. So just grab that and drag it away. And I want this to be 1.5. Okay, so that's 1.5. I now need to tell it, because you can see down in the bottom corner here, it's now saying undefined. I need to tell how far it is to the left and how far it is to the top. Okay, so I'm going to click on the top line up there and then drag it to the middle, that orange dot there, and pull away. Okay, and half of 20 is 10. Okay, and now I need to pull that this way. So I'm going to click this line here and again click on that middle dot, and this time I want this to be 3. Okay, and you can see now here it's fully defined as it's happy. Okay, so it's happy little drawing, 40 by 20, and I've got a hole that's halfway down this way, 3 mil across from the side, and it's 1.5 in its diameter. Okay, so now what do we need to do? Well, now I need to extrude that. So in the top left, I'm going to go to Exit Sketch. I'm going to select Sketch 1 here so it knows which thing I'm talking about. And I'm going to go to Features, Extruded Boss Base, and then just type 3, Enter, Enter. For some reason on mine I have to do it 3 times. Don't know why. Okay, so that's looking good. While I'm here, I'm just going to save that now. Okay, so I'm just going to go Save As, and I'm going to call this My Keyring. Okay, so make sure that's saved into your mechanisms folder and save. Okay, now one of the stages of making this into a DXF is that we need to make it flat. Okay, so we're now in the second stage of making a DXF. So how do we make a DXF? Well, up to the top here, okay, I've got these toolbars along here, and the middle one, if I click on there, it says View Orientation. Now I made mine on the top plane, so if I click on the top one here, it should turn it so it's perfectly flat. Okay, so it's really important to get it perfectly flat. Now I'm going to go right click and all the way down this toolbar till it says Export to DXF or DWG. DWG is just another kind of file that we can use, but we use a DXF. So click on DXF. And again, it's going to ask for a name, so that's fine. I'm going to go to here. Now what we'll do when it's asking me here, I'm just going to go Save. And there are various options I need to do here. Okay, so a little bit fiddly. So on the left-hand side in this toolbar here, I need to select Annotation Views and then go green tick. Okay, now give this a second or two. Yours might take a little bit longer, but eventually it'll come up with a sort of black and white version. Okay, and now I'm just going to go Save. Okay, so till I push that button, it's not actually done anything. When I push that final save, it has now saved that as a DXF. Okay, so that's part 2 done. We're now into part 3. So I'm going to open, so I'm going to hit the Windows button. I'm going to type in 2D design and open that up. And this is the file, this is the program that we talked to the laser cutter with. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go to File and Import. Okay, so it's not open, but it's import. That way it can understand different files. So I'm going to say Import File. And from here, I'm going to go to this PC, into my drive, okay, which yours will say something like 11 AB11, something like that. So double click on there, get myself to my DE folder and into my mechanisms. Send. Have I gone the wrong place here? No, it's under here. Oh, I seem to have lost the file, but we'll give it 2 seconds. If I can't find it, I'll have a backup plan. No, okay. If, like me, you can't find it, okay, you can just go to the drop-down box here, and it'll either be the first one or the second one. Ah, look, I've saved it to OneDrive. That's why I can't find it in there. Okay, so there you go. I can see it, and at the end it says .dxf. So that's the right file. I'm going to say OK. Here I need to make sure I change that to millimeters. Okay, and then I'm just going to say OK. You will always get a warning. Don't worry about it. Just go continue. Okay, and there is my part in. All right, so I've got that into there. Now, in this part here, I'm going to kind of customize it. Well, first of all, I need to make sure the lines are red. So I'm just going to draw a line around the whole thing and go up to the top here to where it says color and make sure it's red. Remember, red is for cut. So that will now cut out that little rectangle with the hole. Okay, I'm going to move this right into the top corner over there. And I'm going to zoom in. Now, to zoom in, you have to use the plus button over here. So I'm going to push that a couple of times and then slide up. Okay, and move there. So moving my mouse wheel will actually move up and down. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a bit now so I can see what I've got. Okay, so now this is my space and I want to put some writing on here. Okay, so how do I do that? Well, I'm going to click on where it says ABC. Click here, and I'm going to put my initials on. So I'm just going to go PMD. You could put your first name if it's short enough to fit into there. Okay, remember this is only going to be 4 centimeters long, so it's quite small. So I wouldn't put too much writing on there. Okay, and say OK. Now when you do that, it'll probably come up massive like mine. So I need to go to the black arrow at the top left, select it. Okay, and that will highlight it. And you'll see there's a yellow square in the middle. I can then left click there, and I'm just going to move that kind of onto the space. And now I can see I can shrink that down. So I'm going to hold the shift button down on my keyboard. So I'm holding that down. And I'm going to grab the bottom right corner, left click, and I can just maneuver that into the kind of the space that I've got. Okay, might want to reposition that just so it's kind of in there. Okay, and obviously remember that's going to cut out there. Okay, now what do I do now? Let's do the final sort of step. So I need to go save. Okay, so I'm just going to go File, Save As. And I'm going to call this my keyring. My keyring. Okay, so that's saved. Okay, the next step, which obviously I'm not going to show you here because obviously my emails things would be up, would be to open up my emails. And in fact, can we? What could we do? So if I just do it on here, okay, so let's add a new slide. So don't worry about what I'm doing, is I'm just going to write it down for you, okay? So what I do, I would open up, so I would hit the Windows button and then type in Outlook. That will open up my Windows, my email, sorry. And from there, in the top left corner, okay, you should see there's an option to go to, so let's go, so top left, there's an option to go to New. So I'll click on New, and that will start me writing a new email. The address I'm going to write to is laser cutter. Okay, now when I do that, you should, if you've already used it before, it will come up and say, do you mean this? And just go enter. If it doesn't, I would then go to at the top in the toolbars, excuse me, and just go check names, and you should see that underlines it and goes bold. So you know it's the real one, okay? I then need to go to insert because I want to attach on my file. So insert, okay, and we're going to go file. Just going to pause this for a second to actually show you my emails. Okay, so I've just opened up the email, so just have a look. Okay, so you can actually see in action. So type in laser cutter, you can see that comes up straight away. Okay, if it doesn't, I would go to check names, which on my one will be, well, you can see the laser cutter. So click that. To add it to the file, I'll go to the paperclip. The top one should be my keyring. So click on there, and that adds it in there. And in the subject, I'll just write my form. Okay, so I'm going to write in there 7A. Okay, and then all I need to do is in the top left here is push send, and that's now sent that to the laser cutter. Okay, at which point carry on doing your the rest of your sort of theory work, and your teacher at some point will get you up to actually cut out your own laser your laser cut keyring. All right, well done for getting this far.